morning, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to Saturday. It's early, we're just about to walk out the door to go slimming world. Yeah, needs to get his shoes on, so yeah, and they're by the door. That was a really close up of my face. So let's go and see what the scales say today. So we've just come out of Slimming World and it was a good morning. I lost 5.5 pounds.
Ian has a beard.
Ian has a beard.
Big beard.
And Ian lost 6.5 pounds. So we're really happy. Yeah, it's nice to finally get a good loss. Sorry, this road's full of humps. And yeah, I'm back down to a 3.5 stone loss, which I'm really pleased about. So yeah, we're on the way to the gaff to meet Ian's dad, and Jodie's meeting us back there as well.
And my mum.
Oh, is your mum coming as well? Oh, Ian's mum. So it's a family outing to the gaff.
And Vin and the baby.
Vin and the baby, like Jodie's other half and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna have a nice breakfast. Then Ian's off to Kent. I'm gonna go back home and dye some yarn. But the sky is so dark. Like it's like really moody, and I don't know, it's really weird. So I'm assuming it's gonna absolutely pour down, or it's already poured down because everywhere's wet. But it's really weird. I've flipped the camera around and I've shown you, but it just looks really weird. So right, we're off to the gaff. Well, we're back. We've had food, and I didn't film any of it because I was too hungry. Yeah, so we're back. I'm about to dye yarn. So last night, well yesterday, I caked up some yarn to dye, and it's in the pan, not in a pan, it's in a bowl that is a bit drippy. It's in here. I've soaked it overnight in citric acid, the citric acid that you would have seen yesterday, and it is in a chocolate cornflake mini bites pot. This is why I keep my citric acid in, just because it was a pot I had at the time, and I just keep it as that. And I've got a scoop in there as well. So yeah, I've let that soak in citric acid overnight, and the reason I did it overnight was because obviously because the yarn is caked, I want the water and the citric acid to soak up into the middle as well. So I did try squeezing a little bit last night just to make sure the water went in, and it did. I think it worked fine. So I'm just about to get the pans out and some dye, and let's dye some cakes. So I have 3 here, and I have some yarn somewhere. I don't know what I've done with it, but I do have some undyed. I do have 2 skeins left of the packet. I don't know whether I'm going to dye that today or not. I'm not sure. See what I fancy. But yeah, so my kitchen is clear-ish of stuff. So I just used the oven top to dye the yarn, obviously, in the pan. The pan that I'm going to use today is quite small. It's not one of the big gastro pans. It's deep, but it's like half the size, and I think that will be perfect for me just dyeing the cakes. I have 2, but one's just a saucepan, and it's dark on the inside, which can make it a little bit difficult, but I do have a silver spoon that I can use, and I normally dip that in to see if the dye is exhausted. The way that I dye yarn is different to how other people dye yarn. I always try and let my yarn set in the hot water. So I will dye it, I will let the dye exhaust or go into the yarn, and then I will always leave it in the pan for another 20-25 minutes just to set that dye onto the yarn. Or sometimes if you don't do that, you will get some bleeding and stuff when you wash it. So always make sure you heat set your yarn for long enough that the dye sticks, basically. Right, let's get the pans out and that, and get some dyes out and some colours. So in this box is my dyes. These are my powdered dyes. I've got quite a few in this box. I have ready mixed dyes here. You can just about see is all my tea towels and gloves and everything that I use just specifically for yarn dyeing. I have like little jugs and stuff. I have got a mask. Yeah, more gloves. This is my silver spoon. I will need that. My tongs, wooden spoon. Oh, I need a syringe as well actually, so that's a good one. I might get 2 out if I've got another one. I'm sure I had a few. Oh, one that I've not used yet, so I'll open another one. I did have a mask. I might just have to use a paper mask. I don't need that. I've got these gloves and them gloves, so I'm just going to put this on the chair over there so that it's easy access. And really what I need to do first is decide what colours I want to use. That will probably make it easier. So I'm going to pick 6 colours. I know you can't see me. I'm going to pick 6 colours because I want to dye the middle and the outside. Now I've already done blue and purple because that's what I'm knitting with at the moment. So I was thinking of maybe doing, I'm sure I bought a green, Radiant Lime it's called. I only bought a very small pot of this because I wanted to see what it was like. I normally buy small pots, and then especially if, oh, I thought that was my phone, especially of these because these it's like a neon-y colour. So I was thinking this, but then again, let me bring you up. But then again, I was thinking that really I need to dye colours that are going to be nice to wear. And will Radiant Lime be nice in a hat? Possibly, but I'm not sure yet. I'm going to put this to one side. It could be that and orange. Got quite a lot of orange actually. Didn't realise I had so much. Or into lemon. Right, I'm going to decide what colours I'm going to use and then I will be back because this might take a while. Okay, I've decided. It's a bit out of the box for me. It's a bit not what you think I probably would go for, but we're going to do a teal and autumn gold. We're going to do a Radiant Lime and plum. I'm not sure I want to do the plum or the violet yet. So until I open it, because I can't tell, it's very messy. My hands are probably going to be covered in colour by the time I finish. And then orange into magenta. So yeah, very different for what I would normally go for. I'm going to get some jugs out. That might be big enough for one that I need to do. I'm going to get some jugs out and mix up the colours, and while I'm doing that I'm going to put the I'm going to put the yarn in the pan, and while that is heating up I'm going to mix dyes. We'll get there in the end. Just a bit of a disclaimer here. Do as I say and not as I do. Always wear a mask. I can't find one anywhere. I have got a proper mask, and it used to be hung up, and it's got like the filters on the side. I do not know where it's gone. So I'm only doing a few skeins today, but if you're gonna dye yarn, then please, please, please do as I say and not as I do. Wear a mask. I'm literally gonna have these pots open for seconds, mix up and shut the lids. Like, so yeah, that's all I'm going to say is please, please, please wear a mask. Unfortunately today I haven't got one, but I will be super careful. Okay, I've tried to tilt you down as much as I can. I've filled my pots up with water. I've filled my pans up with water. Can you see? Just about see the pans. I'm going to add some citric acid to the pans. I always do this. And it just lets the dye set a bit easier. So I have got these on a low heat. They're not warmed up yet, but I normally do like one sort of scoop for 100-gram skein of yarn, so I will have to put some more of this once this is done. Right, let's mix the dyes. So I'm going to do magenta and orange. Now the next thing I need to decide is what's going in the middle and what's going on the outside. I think I might put the orange on the inside and the magenta on the outside. So let's open the orange. I've got my little spoon and I'm just going to mix that up. Right, let's put some yarn into the pan. Oh, there's pink on it already. So I've got dye on my fingers. Never mind, it don't matter. That bit will go pink anyway. I'm going to syringe the orange into here. Should I try and bring you a bit closer? Okay, you can probably see a little bit more now. So here is my dye. I'm going to leave it this side actually because I haven't got a cloth the other side. And I'm going to stick this in the middle here and slowly, really slowly, release that dye and stop. I'm going to turn this down a bit. There we go. That is, I don't want to move it too much. That is the first little bit. We will repeat that. The water isn't warm enough yet. Yeah, it's not warm enough yet. But can you see the bubbles coming out? And there is dye on the outside, but what I like about this method is that you get a nice transition. So once I put the pink in, that will go all on the outside and it will be like a mixture. So I'll come back and I'll do the second bit once this has exhausted a little bit. Okay, you can probably see that the water is a little bit orange now, where the water's heating up and the colour is obviously coming away from here. The cake is lifting up a little bit in the water. So I'm going to do another syringe, just a bit at a time. And I want to try and do it so like slow enough that the yarn or the dye is not coming out of the yarn at all. I will do this a few times. Okay. Oh! My syringe is stuck. There we go. Right, so just really slowly so that... I'm going to do this a few times and I'll come back when I put the pink in. As you can see, this one is very orange. I've turned it over and I have put the dye in this side as well. So this pan is ready. I'm going to put a skein in this here. So bear in mind this has already got citric acid in. Hi, it's very hot. And I've already mixed up my dyes, which is teal and autumn gold. Now I am going to put the teal in first, I think. Have it a little bit different. So I'm just going to make a hole in the middle here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the same with this one, and then once I come to doing the outsides I'll be back and you can see what it looks like. It obviously won't be dry today because I do have to reskein it, I'll just bring you up here a second. I will have to reskein it. Oh, you're on top of the air fryer. Anyway, I'll have to reskein it, and I might try and let it dry a little bit, and obviously it needs to cool down and all that. So anyway, I will be back when I do the sort of the outsidey colour and show you what that looks like. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I don't know whether I'm going to wait for all of this orange to dissipate or not. I'm not sure, but I'm going to get on with the teal and carry on doing that. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm such an idiot. I've done it. Anyway, so I took the yarn out with the tongs, poured the colour in, and just plonked the yarn back in. I'll show you what I do with that one. I need to take some water out of that one. That one is nearly done. I have turned it over again, and I've put the dye in the bottom. So I'm ready for the autumn gold, but I need to take some water out because there's too much in there. So let me set you down so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I've just taken some water out. It is still a little bit blue, but not much at all. It'll be fine. It'll just give a really nice greeny colour, I'm hoping. So I am going to use my tongs to lift this. Sorry if my arms are in the way. So lift this out, pour the whole thing in, let it, I might have to give it a stir because of the lumps. And then put that in there. And then what I did was, it's not that hot, and then just hold it in for a second. I don't know if you can see that colour or not, but it's so nice. It's gone. I wonder if I can just lift it for a second. It's like a greeny yellow colour, where this one is like complete opposite. That's what I wanted. I wanted different yarns. So the next one is lime and plum. So I'll be back once I've done the lime and plum. So while that is cooking, it's all done. I'm just waiting for the last two to exhaust. So in the green one, the green and autumn gold, I actually, look, I had gloves on as well. I've actually put a skein of yarn in that to exhaust some of the autumn gold, and oh my god, the colour is just, it's lovely. It's like really a bright yellow. I'll show you it once it's cooled down and everything, and obviously once it's dry it will look better. And in the other one, the orange and pink, I've actually put a skein of yarn in that, and it's very pink. So I'm really pleased with that. I've just put the two that was left over from the bag, and then I've done the radiant lime and the magenta, and the magenta is really, really dark, like super duper dark. I don't even know if you're going to see the lime green, so we'll just have to wait and see once it's done. But I've come on to roll the dice for today. This was the extent of my knitting yesterday. I feel like I'm really tilted. Oh, now I'm on the wonk. Oh. This was the extent of my knitting yesterday. I didn't finish the yarn cozy because just things got away with me. I made a mistake, but never mind. So you do this sort of faux cable bit. Oops. And on this side, on the first row that I had to do it, I completely forgot and just did a normal rib. So it's mine, it doesn't matter, I didn't rip it back, I've still got a little bit of yarn to go. So this is going to go back in my bag for now, because I'm going to roll the dice and see what project we get today. I didn't cast on the socks, yeah, I don't know, yesterday I was on my phone for a little bit as well when we got back from shopping, and I just played some games on my phone, and that's what I do sometimes. I just sit there on my phone. I really need to sort out my glasses because they keep sliding down my face. It's driving me mad. I need to heat up the centre with a hairdryer and just push it in a bit. Yeah, they keep sliding. Anyway, today's vlog is going to be really, really long as well, so I apologise, but thank you for all of your lovely comments saying that you really enjoy my vlogs and stuff. So, like I said yesterday, over the past sort of few weeks, or for the last sort of since I've been podcasting, I have had a few comments saying that people prefer the podcast to the vlogs, but that the people that prefer the vlogs, not over the podcast, but love my vlogs as well as the podcast, oh my goodness, is amazing. So thank you so much. I was really worried that people were not like I think, oh, she's vlogging again, but the comments and people that have messaged me and stuff is just absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. So yeah, I'm here, and who knows, I might be here to the end of March. Anyway, so let's roll the dice. Sorry for the reflection. I don't really know. Oh, I've pressed the button already. 8-1, which is, what was number 8? I think that was my cozy memory. My cozy memory. So I haven't worked on that for a long time, and I have got a few balls left in the bottom of the bag. Let me go and get the bag and I'll come back. So it's living in this little owl bag that I made myself very badly. It's got a pocket on the front though, with a DPN holder that I use for double pointed needles, but this should have DPNs in it because I was knitting this on DPNs, and oh, I've got loads of stitch markers on here as well that I can take off. But here is my cozy memory blanket that is not very big and very triangular. So I started here, and then I was going to do it like a C to C, but then I realised that's going to take a long time. So then I went along this bit here, and I think I went up a little bit as well, and now I'm just sort of trying to fill in the blanks. So yeah, I'm here. So I've got like 3 here that needs filling in on this row, so I could do that, and then I've got lots of yarn in here. Oh, I've got a tin of stitch markers there as well. I'm using a 2.75 pair of DPNs. I think they are Knit Pro DPNs. I'm sure they are. And I've got quite a few bits of yarn in there, so I can work on that today. But it is nearly 1:30, and I was thinking of going to B&M because there's method in my madness. Well, is it madness going to B&M? I don't think so. When me and Ian was in there a few weeks ago, I noticed that they had lots and lots and lots of seeds, like vegetable seeds, and I'm really itching to start growing some bits for the garden. And I know the weather is still a little bit crap and stuff, but I thought I could start growing in here. I have got a greenhouse outside as well, but last year when I tried growing stuff in that greenhouse last year, the slugs got to it and the snails. I have got some copper tape, and that did work actually. It did help. So what I need to do ideally is get back out there and sort out the greenhouse again, because it is a bit of a mess, just where it got blown over when we had the really bad wind, and I think we was away at the time. It got blown over and the stuff went everywhere, so it needs like a rinse down, it needs a proper clean, and I've got more of the copper tape. But I was thinking I could probably start growing stuff inside, So I've got a table there, and I have grown stuff on the window ledge before, and I got some little mesh bags. They're like biodegradable bags from Temu, that I can just put like a little bit of soil in, and the way they're shaped, they should stand up on their own. So they're like a boxed bottom, and just put like seeds in that. And then I did get a little tray as well that I'm going to use. So I'm just sort of itching to start growing, and I'm itching for the nice weather, to be honest, or at least nicer weather. We've had absolute horrendous rain today. It's stopped now, but the windows are still very wet, so it's damp out, it's not very nice and whatever. But I'm just waiting for the yarn to exhaust, and then I will let that cool down, and then I probably won't do much with it until tomorrow, and rinse it, or skein it and rinse it and all that. So, but that is my cosy memory. Oh, I'm looking forward to doing a square into this actually. And I don't know if you remember me saying, I can't remember when I said it, if it was on Instagram or on here, to be honest, that I had the dice. So I have physical different sided dice, and I do have, what does an 8-sided look like? This one? No. And I do have an 8-sided dice. I don't have a 2-sided dice, unfortunately. I don't have a disc, but I do have a 20. Oh, this one's got like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 on it. I have a 12-sided dice, a 6-sided. Oh, this one is like a triangle. These are for D&D. I don't play D&D, but this one has got like 3 numbers on each side. So, and I think this is a D20. Let me see if I can see. Yes, D20. So when I was at Comic-Con helping my sister last year, this company here, who is Geeky Clean, friends of my sister's, were doing like a mystery lucky dip thing, and you could either win a lucky mystery bag like this or a bath bomb with the dice inside. I thought I'd give it a try, and I won dice. So yeah, that's that. Right, I will be back with you when there's something else going on, because I'm going to go and check that yarn and speak to Ian, make sure he got where he needed to go okay, because it takes quite a while for him to get there. And yeah, so that's about it. I will catch you in a bit. So here's what we got so far. This is the yellow that I've dyed. There's the green and yellow cake in there, and it's very much an autumn gold to green. I don't know what that is. I think it's like a leaf or something. So that's that one. We've got this bright pink that I put in this with this yarn, and this is very hot. I've just taken it out. This has got orange and pink, and this one has got the lime green and the magenta. So the magenta is very dark, but as you can see inside it gets lighter, and the same with this. They're very hot. Oh, I'm not even showing you the yarn. Can you see the colour difference? And there is a bit of green in there, which I am really excited for. So that is the yarn done. I am going to wait for all of that to cool now, and then come back to it later on. Probably might even come back to it tomorrow. I might put that in the bath. That's what I normally do when I'm waiting for yarn to cool down. I just put it in the bath, out of the way, and then I can clean up and get sorted and back to normality for the kitchen. So yeah, I haven't spoken to Ian yet, because literally as I finished vlogging, the pan was going pop, pop, pop. So I was like, oh, better go and check it. So yeah, I might just quickly pop to B&M for something to do for one, and yeah. So, right, I'm going to get ready and quickly pop out. So, I'm back from B&M. I didn't film anything while I was out. It was just a quick sort of in and out dash. I didn't find what I wanted until I was at the till, which was a little bit annoying, but I think I got what I wanted. Turn the light on. I don't know if that makes things any better or not. The washing machine's still going, so I apologise for that. But I managed to pick up this. I have got a smaller one as well, and I think what I've got should be enough. I don't know how many. Oh, this. Oh, that's really good. Hold on. Let me open it, because there's this tray and this tray. So I'm assuming that does stay in there to catch the water and everything. And then there's the lid. There's the lid. I'm a bit close. Am I zoomed in? I don't think so. Oh, a little bit. And then I just got these because these are really good on Slimming World. They're the low-fat super noodles. They're really good just to have for lunches and just in the cupboard. And I got 2 new wax burners, which is wet. I don't know why they're wet, maybe that. So I got this one here, which is a heart. It's quite a big one. It was £3, so I really like that one. I want to get rid of the white one that I've got because all the top is scratched. And not only that, the white one, I can't get the waxes out very well. It's like a really odd shape. It's very flat, and there's no sort of, I don't know how to explain it, but I got this one, and then I got this one as well. So it's smaller, but I like to have different wax melts. So at the moment I've got 3 wax melts in the front room. One is by the TV, one is on the window ledge, and one is on the shelf where the lamp is, where I normally sit, in the corner. So I'm going to keep the skull one, and then I'm going to replace the other 2 with these. I just thought they were quite nice. So yeah, I got those. And then I got, oh, this bag is very wet. I don't know why it's very wet. I went into Sainsbury's, I got some daffs, so I'm going to put some daffs in my box. I tried to get the ones that were unopened as possible, but maybe this bag is, I don't know, maybe it needs rinsing. It's wet, I don't know. And then, like I said, I went into Sainsbury's, and this is not for me or Ian, but his work colleague had a birthday on Friday and didn't tell anyone. Now, he has not got much family over here, so he's from Uganda. I think he's from Uganda, and he's a lovely bloke. So Ian said, can I pick him up a cake? So I picked him up a little birthday cake, and then I got, because Ian's working tonight with him, some tea cakes that he can take in as well. So I thought that was nice. I was going to get a card and I completely forgot, but I got that. And then I'm going to have to wait for these to dry out now because they're really wet. Oh, how annoying. Maybe because they were in my boot. Right, so for some reason I picked up 2 cucumbers. I don't know why. I think it's because I looked at a shelf that was in store with some bits on, and then afterwards I looked at a different shelf. I obviously didn't realise. I picked up some courgette seeds, some garlic chives. Look how wet that is. Oh, I'm going to have to wait for them to dry out. I got some peppers, or sweet peppers and hot peppers. I got some spinach, some spring onions, some tomatoes. I got some sweet corn, and because I couldn't find anything else while I was at the first thing, I got some sunflowers. I thought I'd plant some sunflowers. I do really want to get some daffodil bulbs because they're quite durable, aren't they? And I think just planting outside in the garden in odd places, not odd places, but the odd place, it would make it look really nice when springs come in and that. So I'm going to get my little vase down and put my daffs in. It's just up here. Don't do this at home, folks. Stand on a chair. Oh, it needs cleaning. It's been on top of the cabinet, so it's a little bit too dusty. But I'm going to clean that and put my daffs in it. Yeah, I love daffodils, and they're really cheap as well. Like, they were £1 a bunch, and they just, I don't know. I just find they brighten the place up. So I was going to do this today, but I'm not going to now. I'm going to wait for these packets to dry out a bit. I'm going to put the kettle on, and oh, I also got this, but this was already in the greenhouse in the garden to write down what I planted and put in this and the other one that I've got. So yeah. Oh, I've just made a big hole in that. Oh, damn. Oh, that's annoying. Never mind. So yeah, I went a bit mad with seeds. But I've had and planted stuff last year that didn't even come up, so I'm hoping these will, and we'll get something out of it, and we can have a little fruit, it's veg, isn't it? It's not fruit, like veg garden. I'd like to plant some strawberries, and I've actually got planters that I can put the strawberries in. Ian just needs to put them on the wall, so I'm just going to put it in the bin. There's no bin bag. So yeah, I'm going to attempt to try and edit this vlog because I think it's really long again. And I know you all say you enjoy the long ones and stuff, so I'm very grateful. But I don't really know what else to vlog today. What is the time? 3:30. I don't know what time Ian's going to be home. Really don't know. So I'm going to put the kettle on. I'm going to rinse this jar, change my wax burners over, and attempt to edit this vlog a little bit. I will carry on vlogging, but just so I know how long this is. And I will do a square on my cozy memory. So I will show you what yarn I decide to put in it, what it looks like, and yeah. The yarn is currently in the bath. It's cool. I've rinsed what I can. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to skein up the cakes tomorrow. I'm just going to do that tomorrow or even Monday. There's no rush. I'm just glad that it's done now. So, right, I'm going to stop rambling and get on with stuff. So it's now 6 o'clock. Ian's on his way home and he's going to be probably about another 40 minutes. So I'm going to sit down, I'm going to start doing some knitting. I've edited the vlog and it is only 40 minutes only. So I'm going to end today's vlog here because once Ian gets home, we're going to get some dinner. I think we're going to get takeout tonight. It's cheat day, so we always have a little cheat meal on a Saturday. I think it might be like Chinese tonight, rice, noodles and stuff. So we're gonna have that when I'm gonna order it when he's closer to home, and I'm gonna knit on a square for my cozy memory and just chill for the evening. So I don't think there's gonna be much more to film. I hope you've enjoyed today's little dye with me little session. I don't think I'll be dyeing yarn again this month probably. I do really enjoy dyeing yarn, but it's all of the not even the prep, it's like the after that I find a lot of hard work, and especially like with dyeing cakes, there is a lot involved, and you'll probably not find many people that dye cakes and sell them, as it is a lot of hard work, and there's a lot of prep and there's a lot of after. Prep and what's the after word that I'm looking for? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes on afterwards, scanning it and drying it and rinsing it, and when you dye a skein, it's already skeined up. You rinse it, you let it dry, and then you reskein it to take pictures and sell it. Where with a cake, it's just a lot more involved. So yeah, I have done my glasses and now they feel really funny on my face. So all I did was just put a hairdryer on in the middle and just bent them in a bit, because I find if they're too loose on my face they just keep falling. They need to be like tighter here for me. I like them to be a bit snug. So yeah, I'm just gonna edit the vlog, or put this clip in. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope you are enjoying. I know it's only day 2, but I hope you're enjoying. Tomorrow, I don't really know what we're doing. Ian's working tonight, so I think he's going to get home, probably have some dinner. I don't know whether he's going to sleep or not. I'm not sure. He did say he was really tired. I'm not sure what time he's starting tonight actually, so he might get an hour. Bless him. And we was up early this morning, obviously, to go get weighed. But I am still over the moon with what I've lost this week. I'm really, really pleased. So yeah. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know. It'll probably just be a home day tomorrow. I'll roll the dice and pick a project and just potter around indoors. And yeah, so tomorrow might be a short vlog. Who knows? Right, I'm definitely going. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye!